why I've asked you here today?
Sir, I simply cannot imagine why.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Movie Monday, so today we are about to watch Darkest Tower. The movie was voted on the YouTube because we couldn't reach a finalist on the Patreon, but if you want to vote for movies, you can join the Patreon for free. We will start to add content only for Patreon, even with the free tier. So if you are interested, you will be able to watch those videos and to vote for movies and TV shows. But if you wanna watch the uncut reaction, you can join with the paid membership. That being said, I don't know, I know what this movie is going to talk about because I read the synopsis, even because this is a, well, not really an historical movie. Yes, it's a movie. Biography, maybe? You know, it's not a fucking documentary. So we are not going to complain about inaccuracy, even because I don't know shit about the story of Churchill. Also, this specifically talks about the period of time when he basically led the UK in the World War II, so that is going to be interesting. I know that this figure is controversial because for many people it's a hero, for other people it's he was a bigot, a bully and stuff like that. He was a horrible person, and for many other people this man was a piece of shit, maybe, but it was the right man for the right moment in history in that place. So I can judge because like I said, I am not really I have not a great culture on this matter, on this man, but more or less we know who he is and what he did. So let's just go and see what happens. Also, another thing I know is that this is another fucking long movie, but let's just go and see what happens. Working title production, it's just a really cool name for a production company. I don't I can really express the feeling of, I don't even know how to express this sentiment, but being a person of power, of an institution in this kind of times, it must be the most I don't know, awful thing. Probably I will die. Can you imagine this? I can't imagine what a person can go through during a time like this, with all of the responsibilities. Probably you really need a specific kind of person to have, taking the decisions. Oh my god, the English in a time like this, what the fuck? I can't even choose what the fuck I want to have for dinner. Jesus Christ. I don't know how these people grow old. I will die for something, for a liver infection or something like that at a young age if I worked in a place like this.
We are at war, Mr. Speaker.
Maybe he was not a war leader. That's true, it can be really true.
Step down and let us find a new leader!
You know, I don't even know how I'm feeling right now.
Where's Winston?
Ensuring his fingerprints are not on the murder weapon.
Oh fuck. This is so fucking intense.
As the
I am loving
opposition
this already.
refuse to join
Also, I'm sorry if my reaction will be a little weird. I feel like my reaction are always weird when we tackle some of these, you know, biography stuff.
a government headed
Even
by
more when
me,
I
we
am
must
not
now
sure about
select
the...
my successor, someone
I don't know
with
much the
new
history we are
strength to form a
facing.
coalition government. Parties and gentlemen I most respect. But to know first.
Probably even your people were just waiting for this.
There's no question. They're diplomatic talks.
Indeed. Towards the restoration of peace in Europe.
Oh,
Well, gentlemen, there is only one candidate, only one man the opposition will accept.
Oh, no. Oh, sure.
God, it's a complete shock.
holy shit, not even their people wanted him? I love this. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, look at that.
Do you think they'll take me to Downing Street if he gets the job?
Not after
Maybe
that
it was the
spotted
best thing
dick
to do, you
served
know?
last week, eh?
Resign, like, I would probably run away and die. You will never hear from me ever again. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. It sounds like a pain in the ass anyways. The fucking tension.
The French forces will now move at once.
I can't even understand what the fuck is he saying. Don't tell me I will need subtitles for this man.
To protect Belgium.
French ambassador, sir.
French ambassador.
Monsieur the Ambassador.
To the French ambassador.
Like, I think, you know, it's so incredible that this man, he lived another 20-something years after this. Like, he looks in such bad shape. I don't know.
New telegram. Let's see what happens today.
Oh
Yeah?
my
Let's see what Neville does today.
This is the real, you know, yesterday all my troubles seemed so far away because the next day, you know, Hitler is invading Poland and shit. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I said right. Last sentence.
The time is ripe.
Four.
Rep.
Four.
Many.
But tell heavens to send me someone who can get it right.
He was a kind of a piece of shit. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Very worst and those who are trying to help him the most.
No, it's not him, it's me. He's
He's a man, like any other. You're not as kind as you used to be. You've become rough and sarcastic and overbearing.
Wait,
and
he
rude.
was kind
About the new girl.
at some point in his
If the
life.
king does ask you,
More than I already am.
True.
my darling,
Fact.
you are on the brink of having tremendous power, surpassed only by that of the king. And
Oh
with
my
such power, you
God.
really must try and be more kind. You're shaking.
So are you.
You from excitement, I from terror. You've wanted this your entire adult life.
No, since the nursery. What do the public want
It's
me?
your own party to whom you'll have to prove yourself.
I'm getting the job only because the ship is sinking. It's not a gift, it's revenge.
I love how he's thinking right now. They're giving me the job because the ship is sinking. Ah.
Let them see your true qualities, your courage,
My poor judgment.
your lack of vanity,
My iron will.
your sense of humour.
Ho, ho, ho.
Now go.
Go.
Be
Me what?
yourself.
I really loved this exchange.
Myself.
Because he is the only member of our party who has the support of the opposition.
Lately, I've seen this man everywhere.
2 cruisers, 7 destroyers, and a submarine.
Winston
Holy
elects
shit.
judgment.
He was right about Hitler.
Well, even a stopped clock is right. Twice a day.
This is a classic. You know, I'm really liking the soundtrack as well.
Why I've asked you here today?
Sir, I simply cannot imagine why.
It is my duty to invite you to take up the position of Prime Minister of this United
Jesus.
Kingdom.
Yes, it was.
The love and
I
appreciation
believe
these
we are to
men
meet
have for
regularly.
each other.
On Mondays,
4 o'clock?
I nap at 4.
I nap at 4!
Is that permissible?
Your Majesty.
Prime Minister.
This was the weirdest encounter I've ever seen. What the fuck? I am old lady and even more. It's freaking cold.
The judge, what's your agenda?
Your agenda, a glass of Paul Rozier.
Operator!
You have your pictures.
I give you your father, my beloved husband, the Prime
This
Minister.
was kind of bittersweet.
Prime Minister.
Who is this person?
Here we go. No, correction.
She's still
Has
single,
been
spacing.
I'm coming out in a state of nature.
Ah!
We have before us many, many long months of struggle and of suffering.
Many.
You ask, what is our policy? Consent. We have to start somewhere. Snap.
Good God, he's incapable of even pronouncing the word peace, let alone entering into negotiations.
Awful the thought that I shall never see my country at peace again.
This is a difficult thing because, you know, on a side you can understand why these people wanted peace for their country, but on the other side, like, you know, can you really make peace with something like what is happening? Like,
Morning.
like no one wants war, but maybe there are moments in history where
That's need to know, and you don't.
you have to do something.
The PM's used
I don't
only.
know. I'm just thinking.
Sleeping quarters rooms regarding what happens here is a statutory offence, punishable by up to 2 years
Where
imprisonment with
she
hard labour.
enrolled in something, but I didn't
Clear?
understand what.
Crystal.
Here's you.
I am having anxiety already.
The speed is devastating.
Panzer tanks moving rapidly
Jesus
westward through the
Christ.
centre.
Oh, well, they will have to pause for fuel supplies. France must be saved.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is just terrifying. That was a really cool shot.
Bien que notre situation soit très grave.
fuck did he say?
Ce n'est pas la première fois que nous faisons face à une crise.
Well, let's see if we have subtitles for this because I can't understand him in English. Imagine in French. I don't even know French, so subtitles.
À une crise ensemble.
Perhaps in English, Prime Minister.
I'm sorry. Now we have subtitles. Ah, his French must be even more broken than my English.
Minister, there is no plan.
Well, you must counterattack. Well, you must. Vouloir contre-attaquer.
Contre-attaquer.
Il faut. No, I refuse to see in the spectacular raid of the German tank a real invasion.
Holy fucking shit!
Il délire. Il délire complètement.
C'est anglais.
But you know, what the fuck? I
Love
can't.
the sound of his own voice.
I really want to know if that conversation was real because I can't imagine going to, to a political figure in a country where war is happening and telling them that this is not a real invasion. Like, ow. Fuck.
But we must never take his advice. Has 100 ideas a day. 4 of them are good. The other 96 downright dangerous.
Father was the same.
But he stands for one thing. Himself.
They
We
all
may
have
have
a
to
really
replace
high
him, but-
opinion of him. Like, wow, everything is happening so fast.
A spirit of feeding they don't yet know they have.
You asked my opinion. I caution against it.
So, is this the famous
Cicero.
speech he
Cicero!
gave?
Out! Come on, everybody out!
We are
I dare
broke.
not write another cheque.
Speechless.
Well, I must have been very beautiful to achieve that miraculous effect.
4 years until we saw each other.
Miraculous
Went
effect.
by in an absolute flash.
One moment.
Prime Minister, are we ready?
One moment.
Oh my god. The anxiety this is giving me. What
we
the
are going
fuck?
live.
One moment, damn you!
Anxiety. I am so anxious. The fuck. Is it going to happen? Oh my god!
I speak to you. Which has ever darkened and stained
Oh
the
my
pages
God, look at that.
of history. But now one bond unites us all to wage war
Oh,
until
look, I'm
victory
getting
is
those
won.
bumps. Oh my fuck. I can't imagine the tension in this moment.
Well, in the poorer quarters, that gesture means something else.
What does it mean?
Well, I wouldn't like to say, sir.
I was captured by the
yourself.
Boer. I spent time in a South African prison.
Up your bum. Sir.
Well, fuck yourself, basically.
Well, I believe I have just received a royal rap on the knuckles.
That is what I was thinking.
We shall have lost the entire British army by the next few days.
That's correct.
The German
Holy
force
fucking
is superior
shit.
in every regard and only 50 miles from the coast.
As it stands, I cannot see we have much hope of getting any of our forces out in time.
This
Not
is a
a man.
fucking nightmare.
If needs be, until the destruction of his command.
Can you
It's
imagine
suicide.
receiving an order like that? Jesus fucking Christ.
Italy has offered to mediate peace talks between
Oh,
ourselves and
shit.
Germany.
It is the reason I sit in this chair!
I am getting a fever with
Well, surely,
this.
before you take full responsibility for the deaths of 4,000 men, you'd wish to consider every available avenue.
This is terrible. He knows they are
I should like to speak to Viscount Halifax and
setting a
Mr.
trap.
Chamberlain. Bridges, you, come on, hop it!
I think he needs to, you know, convince someone to be on his side. And maybe these are the people he could convince. I don't know, I'm just... Oh, this is the person that asked the question, right? I'm not sure. Yes, it's him, so I don't know. Well, they could buy some time with that. Are they talking about Mussolini?
How are you?
Fine, fine. How are you, Prime
Oh,
Minister?
Oh, I'm in fine fettle.
The Neutrality Act we signed last year has tied my hands. Just can't...
Soon that will change!
Well, can I, we paid for them with the money that we borrowed from you.
I'm so sorry, Winston. Good night to you, Winston.
Yes,
It
good
must be late
fucking night.
In more ways than you could possibly know.
Jesus Christ, this is horrible. Well, you know what? I have to go to the bathroom.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Not at all. I was just reading the Bible.
Exodus.
Prime Minister, do you have anything you'd like to say to our readers this morning? Prime Minister,
This,
Mr. Churchill, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Prime Minister, are you? Prime Minister, would you like to?
This was risky. Jesus Christ.
How do men is drinking during the day?
Practice.
Practice! I love this.
Prime Ministers, we seem to come and go at an astonishing rate.
Your position in Parliament, I am told, is not strong. Perhaps it's because you scare people.
Who?
You scare me.
Holy shit!
What nonsense. My emotions are unbridled. The wildness in the blood I share with my father. My father was like God, busy elsewhere.
This shit is scary. I would have an ulcer in 5 seconds. Just looking at that door.
Good day, gentlemen. I have asked
I would have
Minister
all
for War
like
to join us.
tennis balls in my stomach.
Anthony, propose.
The only slippery
Would you stop interrupting me while I am interrupting you?
Jesus
When I
Christ.
chose my war cabinet, I took great care to surround myself with old rivals. I may have overdone it.
This is fucking
The
chaotic.
approach you propose it's not only, it's futile.
Now is the time to negotiate in order to obtain the best conditions possible.
This was
Hitler will
such
not
a
insist on
scary
outrageous
time.
terms. He will know his own weaknesses.
Prime Minister! Wilson! Wilson!
Jesus Christ.
If the admirals and the first Sea Lord hadn't dithered away our element of surprise!
I am having an heart attack
Choice is
for
yours,
him.
Winston.
This kind of stuff make you think about like how
I told
things could have
It
gone
shook him.
if they took a different
Imagine
decision.
Gave
It's
him
stupid
24
to do
hours.
this,
I don't expect
but
you'll agree.
it happens
So I shall resign
anyways.
first.
What is this tunnel? Like it connects the Prime Minister
Prime Minister.
house with
I wonder if we might schedule you to address the Outer Cabinet?
the War Cabinet. I
Today,
don't
the Admiralty
understand.
have made an order.
How many men will survive?
Good luck with that.
Come with me.
Oh shit.
I am told we will need a miracle to get even 10% of our men out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
1, maybe 2 days.
Jesus Christ, the tension. This
Use
is fucking
from Calais,
heartbreaking.
the 30th Infantry, sir.
I have a fever going on right now. I can't
sir, Jeff.
imagine.
Well done, lads. Well
Can
done.
you imagine receiving that message? This is fucking terrifying. I can't imagine being inside the brain, like the brain of this man in this moment.
You must sleep.
I can't, like,
Leave me, Clemmy.
I
The opportunity to
don't
do
know.
so passed a long time ago.
I can't. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, everything is happening so fucking fast.
Sir, from Lord Gort in France, sir.
This is serious shit.
Carrying 100 men apiece to carry out a seaborne raid on a large scale. By these means, a considerable force of the enemy could be
I
landed at many
can.
points on the coast simultaneously, with airborne raids inland. We do not feel that by naval or air action we could prevent such a landing.
Could you repeat that?
Like, this is seriously bothering me, like, my soul. I keep thinking... I can't... Like, seriously, I don't know what to say, because all I can think about is... I can't even imagine being this man in this moment, telling your people that you can't go and, you know, save them. Like, receiving this news that everyone is dying, that people are surrendering, other countries are surrendering, the fucking, you know, Europe is fucking crumbling. Oh my fucking god. I am not even going to start about Italy in all of this. Jesus fucking Christ. What a fucking dark time. This was really the fucking darkest hours.
We must prepare for the imminent invasion of our island.
For such an offer from us is when...
He doesn't want to go there.
Anthony.
How these people didn't die of an heart attack like I am having one right now? How the fuck is that possible? Like, these people are made of another meat. Jesus fucking Christ.
Then it seems we have no choice but to at least consider the path of negotiation. If Hitler, but then I'd be prepared to consider them.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Jesus fucking.
We
This
should prepare a
was
draft memorandum at once.
a long, collection of words to say what he wanted to say. Ah, Jesus Christ.
There.
Wait, sorry, I just wanted to read a little bit. Sometimes you wonder how a man like Hitler came to existence. Like, how can you end up being a man like that? Like, I wonder this with all the major, I don't know the word in English, tyranny, all of the dictator and stuff like that. How this is frying my fucking brain right now. Like, he has so much power over his people. Like, Jesus. It's fucking scary. I don't even know what he's saying, so I'm talking over him because you can't really understand shit.
Well?
Is she going to have an heart attack before he dies?
I don't understand you, sir.
Exactly.
Are you,
Where?
you were mumbling?
Where is he now?
He was falling back on Dunkirk. But he never made it.
Jesus Christ.
Who? The king.
Oh,
Which king? Our king.
Well, if it isn't him, it's a marvellous impersonation.
I should like to know your mind.
It would be helpful to know yours first.
I should like to know it myself. Nations. But without supporting my own party, I must sue for peace.
Things are changing so fast.
Perhaps I can give you some. If invasion is imminent, if our troops in France are lost, they must be prepared.
On certain matters,
Oh, Jesus Christ, the headache.
I have, and I no longer scare you.
A little. But I can cope.
Operation Dynamo waits on your command.
Admiral,
Holy fucking shit.
initiate Dynamo. And may God watch over them all.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know why I wanna cry, but this is just really intense. Ah, Jesus Christ, what am I doing with my life? Ah.
We've lost the Prime Minister.
This is so fucking stupid.
This is the underground!
This is fucking dumb. This is so fucking dumb.
Does anyone have a match?
This is the kind of stuff I kind of doubt really happened, but it's really interesting. Then maybe it happened for real, but
What are you all staring at?
it's funny
Have
to
you never
see.
seen the Prime Minister ride the underground before? Please, sit, everyone.
This is the weirdest scene ever.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Get very favourable terms from Mr. Hitler if we enter into a peace deal with him right now. What would you say to that?
Never.
Sorry.
Are you crying?
Yes, yeah.
I need to know if this shit happened for
I love a
real
lot, you
or
know.
it's just for the, you know, drama
I
of the
know, we all-
movie.
we all have
But
to
it
get
was a
used to it.
really beautiful scene.
In asking a further question, a question I now put to you. Where should we be at the end of all that?
You know, one thing is true that if you talk peace with someone like Hitler, you are going to be under his feet forever, you know. That is, I don't know, like, this is why I can't imagine being this man position, like, doing that would save your people, a lot of people, but at the same time, you will be basically slave to these crazy men. So what are you going to do? But on the other side, you are saving the people. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. I'm so glad that is never going to be my position. You know? If war comes to Italy, I am just going to die. But at least I don't have to make any decision like that. I am the worst. Like, I am a fucking terrible person, I know. But this is not the kind of responsibility that I feel I could take on my shoulder. I don't think at all that I am the right person. I would probably be out there following orders and not giving them. Jesus. I am fucking horrible, I know.
Some might benefit.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, then I have heard you. I have heard you.
Well, this man was for sure
It appears to be your
a charming
will
talker.
Also. Tidy.
Sir.
This is so fucking chaotic.
Miss Slate,
Sir?
I am in need of you.
I love these cars. Just saying. Totally random.
We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be.
I think this was the speech.
We shall fight, and the liberation of the old.
Jesus Christ. Well, this man was kind of a master of words. Look at this guy. Well, this was really something, you know. Jesus Christ. Wow. This was really, really something. Whew. Okay, guys, so that was the movie. This movie was like, well, it was a great movie. Gary Oldman did an incredible job with this. I recognized him like in a 2 or 3, you know, shots. But other than that, I couldn't even recognize him. I can't imagine the the makeup people what needed to do to make that happen. But yes, he did an incredible job. I don't know how this movie, like this movie was so intense, but at the same time, like, it was slow-paced. It's not something rushed. Like, I just loved everything about this movie. I loved also the cinematography and the photography, like the colors. Everything gave you that sense of impending doom. It was awesome. I loved the music as well in this one. But guys, I have so many feelings, because this really is the kind of movie that makes you think, even it's useless to go on these kind of train thoughts. It makes me think about how history could have been so different if, you know, some people made different choices. Jesus Christ. This movie was really something, and now I will need to add to the list the Dunkirk movie, because we are, you know, we were talking about the same time period, you know, guys. Wow, I can imagine this man was really, you know, he had the charm in the way he used these words. Even though I think even the real Churchill had some kind of speech, you know, I don't know how it's called, but you know, some difficulties with pronouncing some letters. I am not sure, but I think I read something like that. It was really, you know, present in this movie as well. Like, there were moments where I couldn't understand shit about this, but you know, you have to get used to the way he talks. But wow, this was really interesting, and I don't know how they make these long movies. It's 2-hour movies, and it's never boring. Like, you know, I can imagine an action movie, but this movie was all talking, and yet it was super interesting, and I never felt, you know, bored a moment. Awesome. This was really awesome. That was the movie. If you reached this part of the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe. If you want to follow me on my social media or support the channel, the links are down below. And I will see you with the next one. Ciao a tutti.